Hi there, Kiran. Let's take a look at this set of essays you've sent us. Okay, you found this from the internet. You said it's a process diagram. Okay, let's see what you said. The given diagram illustrates the possible future means. Okay, possible method of generating electricity at home in the future. Fine. For generating electricity at home, may lead to 2 storage tanks, a compressor, a combustion engine, a generator, and a battery is required. Once these things are available, this energy can be generated by using household waste with no S there. Thus, no expensive fuels or other materials are required. Let's see. Okay, when you refer to this 2 storage tanks, I assume you mean the one for the compost and the gas storage. That's what I'm assuming. Or do you mean this too? So I'm not really clear about that. Maybe this is what you mean, electrical energy storage. I'm not really sure. I assumed that you just meant this was for storage, but okay. First of all, 3/4 of a steel tank, which should be installed underground, needs to be filled with compost containing leaves, food, and scraps, as well as with water. This mixture of compost forms methane gas that passes through the pipes to the tank where this gas can be stored. Okay. From this tank, this methane gas passes through the compressor and then through, careful with this, and then through the combustion engine, which turns this gas into mechanical energy. Afterwards, alright, try not to be so repetitive. Yes, you're using some cohesion here, but instead of calling it, again, this mechanical energy, you could have just said this energy, and that would have been better. Afterwards, this energy flows through the generators where it changes into electrical energy. Okay, this is a better example of cohesion. So here's how I would rewrite the sentence. Afterwards, this energy flows through the generators where it changes into electrical energy. This then can be stored in a battery with an A for home usage. Okay. All right. What about this? Compressed energy. Where is that? Aren't you going to talk about that at all? You said it could be stored, but it definitely feels like you left this out. Not only it can be stored, but then it can be used for home usage rather than just stored. So that was pretty important because that's pretty much the last stage. That's the whole point where you can use it. Now, did you talk about that? Let's see. I just want to make sure you talked about the compressed gas. Let me just read it one more time. Okay, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You did leave out that little last thing, that the end purpose is not just the battery, but actually that the energy is used in the home. I thought you did a nice job. I mean, the vocabulary was good. I think you could have done a better job with your cohesion. It felt a little lexically redundant. You kept saying this mechanical energy, just mechanical energy. Okay, so you could have used some better cohesive devices to make it flow a little better, feel a little less repetitive. But overall, it was a good job. Now let's see what you did with this school essay. All right, let's see what you said. It is believed by many that educational institutions need to be more entertaining. However, others think that their main objective, careful with your typing, is to provide education to their students. I understand that these institutions are for educating children, but the learning should be fun-based. This essay will show how studying in an entertaining way can help develop better understanding, concentration, and make these students successful. Lovely. To begin with, endurable learning methods enhance better understanding in the students. This is because children do not grasp any concept easily if it does not develop a sense of wonder in them. Therefore, there is a need for something extra rather than the traditional methods of teaching. However, the inclusion, you need an L here, of activities into studies would make these students more active to learning, and they would become more engaged. I don't know what that means, become more active to learning. And a report by some experts of United Kingdom, children understood more when the instructions were connected with fun learning activities, and hence they developed better understanding than those who had no fun while learning. Okay. So you're suggesting activities, making them more engaged, making it create a sense of wonder. Fine. Moreover, it helps students develop concentration and connected. What is it? Careful here. You're starting a new paragraph. You had so many nouns in that previous paragraph, so we can't be expected to understand in a new paragraph what it refers to. It's definitely not clear, so make sure that it is, okay? So, moreover, something helps students develop concentration and connectedness with the studies. It is well known that every individual develops concentration when they are more attracted towards anything. The outdated direct instructional methods, careful with your typing please, do not develop any curiosity among the students, and hence there are less chances of digging deeper level of knowledge. No, that doesn't make sense. I know what you're trying to say, but you haven't expressed it accurately. It's not that there's less chance of digging deeper or digging even. You don't want them to, I don't know what you want them to do. Does not develop any curiosity among the students, and hence they do not, or no, hence they are less likely to dig into deeper levels of knowledge, and you need an EE, not a PP, which is only possible due to concentration. If it is mostly found in the studies conducted by various nations that the teachers, using more manipulatives, plays, and activity-based learning, can easily grab the attention, careful with your typing, of their students. I have no idea what the sentence means. I was expecting for it somewhere along the line to make sense, but it does not. So grammatically, it's really inaccurate, and it's very difficult to read. I don't know what you're trying to say. I also didn't know what you meant by manipulatives. It's the wrong word here. So it just creates a very incoherent sentence. To sum up, the above paragraph clearly states with an S the benefits of incorporating, or do you mean the paragraphs? Both paragraphs. So the above paragraphs clearly state the benefits of incorporating entertainment into the classrooms. Careful with your typing, and show how it can help children develop better knowledge and attention, which would make them, you don't need a comma here, which would make them successful in the field they choose. In future, the schools are expected, not the schools, get rid of the, schools are expected to add all possible facilities that can make studies pleasurable. Okay, so I liked a lot of it. I like this paragraph, okay, but again, it's like, I don't know if it's your typing or if it's your spelling, but it does create some problems. And then there was that whole section of the second body paragraph that was completely incoherent. So I mean, it was like a third of your paragraph, and that's a real problem. I didn't really know what you were trying to talk about here. You were supposed to be talking about entertainment, okay? What do we mean by entertainment? Amusing, fun, funny, lighthearted, okay? You did talk about that here. I felt like you were on topic. Enjoyable learning methods, fun activities, fun learning activities. Said it again, okay? So that was all right. But here, you were really talking about curiosity and concentration, connectedness, which I didn't feel you connected back to this idea of entertainment. Okay, it felt like you were talking more about engaging lessons, but engaging doesn't necessarily mean entertaining. So you really have to have a good grasp of what entertaining means, okay? And not confuse it with something else like engagement, like focus, like, whatever. I mean, basically, what are we talking about? When we're talking about entertaining lessons, we're talking about learning in a way where the student doesn't feel like he is or she is working hard to connect or to focus or whatever. They are enjoying themselves, and so it's this different kind of learning. And so I felt like this paragraph, besides the fact that it was incoherent in places, that it was also kind of off topic, okay? So let's take a look. I'm not really sure. I thought this was your last set of essays with us, but I'm not entirely positive. If you do have more essays with us, then I'm looking forward to them. I do want to remind you that it's really important that you keep to the essays that are in the course. These particular ones were not from some that we had given you. So I do want to remind you and ask you, please, 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 to include only the ones that we give you. If you've done one of them before, then just let us know and we'll make sure you get something else. But continue working, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of your essays.